Cars, camper vans and kids, hole in your pocket? But don't worry, I didn't take the opportunity to fix one of the holes. Good morning van builders, hope you are all well and welcome to this 10-minute update from the 2+10 playlist, building a camper van a slightly different way. Regular subscribers will know what we mean by that as building out the whole of the inside or most of the inside before you've actually got the base van. And if you come through a random link and wondering why, I don't want to bore the regulars, there's a link up there. I'll take through all the reasons why we're doing that way, some pros and cons, some techniques employed. Might be of interest to you if you want to get a head start on your project before you actually get the base van. However, as you've seen, we've now got the base van, having built out most of the internals. We've got let's get the base van prepped up, ready to bring all that stuff back from the storage unit that I built in kit form and bring it back, put it in step by step. So if you have come through a random link and you're not a regular, apart from this 10-minute update, there's a 2-minute update as well. Each time I'm going to do a 2-minute quick hit, so people who just want to see my progress can hit on that one. Or there's a 10-minute, I'm going to be a bit more detail and a bit more take you through what I've done, some problems, etc, etc, etc. And in this 10-minute, I'm going to just talk about getting that van prepped up. But first, I want to talk about a little bit where I got the van from. Really recommend those people. I'm not sponsored in any way. Talking about windows, talking about seats, getting the van ready to bring all that kit back from storage, and we can prove the haters wrong. Okay, so breaking my own rules on my handheld here, and I've started ripping the van apart already. I love this part. People who build vans will know when you get a new van, you haven't seen that style before, getting underneath what's spot. So the front seat's out because that's going. I'm replacing with a single seat. In fact, I've got a bid on eBay for that already. I've taken paneling off, bits of capping, so I work out the best place for those wire transits to go. The plywood paneling that was on the side of the van, started taking some of that off to have a look. In fact, there's my first fix wire list on that bit of paneling there. Got a bit of foam in there ready just to offer up some thicknesses. Just getting underneath. And I was so lucky, this van was a mobile truck repair van, and they fitted a load of LEDs on the ceiling all the way along, traced the wire back, put a battery on it, and now I've got work light, okay, because obviously the ceiling's one of the last things I'm going to do on my fix. So loving it. Yeah, the rig is in bits, ready for me to start my thing. Okay, let me tell you about the people I bought the van from first, just in case you're into looking for a van in the near future. By the way, I'm not sponsored by these people at all. They don't even know I'm doing this sort of plug for them, but I do actually rate them. My experience for them was very good. Went onto their website, loads of vans on there, ALB Vans at Castle Carey in Somerset. It's a family-run business. The trust reviews were very, very good, and in my cynical view, that people are more likely to leave a review if they're not happy than happy, so that was all good. Drove up there about 50 miles from where I live, looked to the van I spotted online. It was lovely, good condition, except for it had orange maintenance hazard stripes on the back. Took it for a test ride. They said I could take it for a test ride. I said it'll only be 10 minutes. I was going down to the roundabout and back, but I got hopelessly lost. I rocked back about 3/4 of an hour later. They thought that was funny, didn't care. Negotiated a price, and I said, look, okay, I want the stripes taken off the back, including the residue. I don't want to know they've ever been there. And could you remove the bulkhead? I'm sure they could get some beer money for that, and they're welcome to it. Saves me a job. They agreed to do that. Needed a few days to get it done, obviously. But what they did agree to do is to pick me up from Castle Carey railway station, so I didn't have to worry about getting a lift up there so I could drive the thing back. So that was all good. When I was looking around it, it was really good nick. Looked like a new set of tyres on there. Everything was pucker. So when I went to pick it up, sure enough, there's a guy waiting at the railway station for me. He took me there. As I arrived, I'm looking into their big workshop they got there. I see my van up on the jack. So I'll get out. So what's going on here? And they said, we noticed a very small bulge in the tyre. That's a new tyre. Something's happened. They've curbed it or something. We noticed a very small bulge. We can't let you take it out with a tyre like that. We're swapping the tyre out. Can you just be patient? Of course I was patient. I really respect them for doing that because they could have got away with that. I didn't spot it. So, and it comes with like a 3-month warranty, and it's a £500 local repair. If it's under £500, you can get it done locally, send in the bill, or beyond that, it's return to base. And they will then, if you choose, sell you a commercial third-party warranty, £350 a year. I think they are. I've not got that stage yet. So took it home, drove lovely compared to my old van. It's all good. Then I was going down to Portland to get some windows fitted. I'll show you those later on. Beep, beep. Engine management light come up. AdBlue error. Cannot restart in 250 miles. Oh, what's this about? So anyway, I get windows done and come back. Look it up. Of course, I don't know about AdBlue because I've never had such a vehicle before. That is the second of 2 warnings. The first one's 1500, and the second one's at 250. Then you can't restart it. I thought it was just an empty tank, but they told me there was AdBlue in there, so I stopped at a garage on the way and put some in there. Overspilled straight away. It was full up. Clearly an error. Okay, so I get back from Portland, phone them up and tell them the situation. They said, no worries, get it fixed, get an estimate, and if under £500, we'll pay it. If not, I'm afraid you've got to bring it back. Got it done locally. Apparently, it was just the AdBlue crystallised around the injectors. And by the way, I subsequently found out this is a fault with that Peugeot Boxer 2.2. If it's sat around, and of course it was sat around in the yard where they're selling it, and not used for a long while, you can get crystallisation. My guy charged me £150 to get it stripped down and cleaned out, and took it for a 20-mile test drive. It's fine. Got back home about 5:10. Scanned the invoice, emailed it off to ARB Vans. Within 40 minutes, the money was in my bank. So, yeah, good experience all round with them. A little bit nervous about ongoing AdBlue issues when I looked at it's quite a common fault with those Peugeot 2.2s. But my chums have one for years and no issues. So that's my plug for ARB Vans. You may have a good experience, you may not, but certainly if I was looking for another van, I'd be going back to them. Okay, so windows. I had my windows put in at MDM Conversion down in Portland. They look good on the reviews, and I was happy with that. So I got 2 on the side, 1 each side, and a little mini cooking vent window. It's got a little slider on it, so because my kitchen's at the back there. And yeah, very happy with those. Okay, so what else on the pre-build? Yeah, a step. I put a step in. I got that step for about 160 quid. It's an electric step. They're about getting off at 290, 300 new. This was almost in new condition. The actual, what you do with those, you buy the step and then you buy the kit, assembly kit to fit it to the appropriate van. I made my own out of Dexin because the kits were about £110, and I'd done it for sort of 20 quid worth of Dexin. So that's all good, and I've temporarily put in a switch on the side here, and I'll fit that switch properly when I sort of do that particular area. And it's one of those ones that's got an alarm, so if I try and turn the engine over with the step out, I get a big alarm go off. And also I swapped out the double seat, sold it on eBay, and bought a single seat. Fortunately, it was a breakers yard, only 3 miles from where I live. They had one of these Mercedes A-Class seats, the W177 and 176, I think 174 as well. The rails are the right pitch to fit straight onto a Peugeot single seat frame, which I had to buy separately. That cost me 90 quid. And the seat cost me 90 quid. So basically, that's my pre-fit out prep done. And looking forward to cracking on. The first thing I'll be doing for real is the floor. I'm going to make a little bit better job of the floor than I did on my existing van. I didn't do a great job of insulating my floor, and it was more of a heat loss there than I anticipated. But that's the first job, and if you're interested in that, please press the like and subscribe nonsense, and I'll catch you in the next one.